Alright, so we got this 880 kit here, and we're gonna put the oil pump hose in it, gasket, things like that. So we have the gasket laid out, the hose, the filter, and the 8 bolts for the case, and the seals. See, I only go in there one way, so you want it like that. Okay. I don't really think it matters what kind of sealer you use, just probably whatever you have, I reckon. And I don't get real crazy with it. I mean, I suppose in theory you wouldn't even have to put it on it, but I mean, you can do it like that, or you can do it like I do. I do is I put this joint up here, so we know we're going to put it on this side. So I just take the light goes. Probably not the right way, but that's how I do it. Because then you don't get all that squish out on the side of the cases and shit. But I have steel on my bench too, and my bench is clean here, so, and again, I can do this because when I'm done, you see how easy it is for me to clean this up. And like I said, I don't want a whole bunch on there anyway. I just want a real thin coat, just enough it. Less is more type shit, you know what I mean? So, put my finger off here. Like that, bam, 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 right? Look at that. Zero mess. Now, let's go get something. Alright, so what we have here is the crankshaft. This crankshaft is really cold. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually been in the freezer for well, 3 days. The reason I do that is because watch. So when you do it like that, the reason I say that is I don't have to use what's the word I'm looking for? A case or you know what I mean, a tool to pull it together. So if you just take one of these and you put the crankshaft in the freezer, right? Look at that. Bam. Look at that. I don't know how much that showed up on video, but that was in the freezer. You can ask. People were verified, like as in my wife, because she asked me why there's a crankshaft in her freezer. That's why. So now we gotta get the eight bolts in it, which are these, and tighten it up. So if you didn't know, if you put that crankshaft in the freezer, what it does is it actually shrinks it a little bit, a couple thousandths, because that's all you need anyway. And yeah, so there you go. Tip of the day for muffler. And it works with pretty much, you know, every saw that you've ever taken apart. So if you take any saw apart and you decide, and they make a puller for it, but I don't like using it because, well, for one thing, we're dealing with Farmer Tech parts here. Not that that's a bad thing, but you know, they are Chinesium parts. So, and you know, muffler might have broken a case maybe a time or two, doing some dumb shit, pulling on shit that I shouldn't have really been pulling on. And yes, I can go harder with this impact gun, but I'm not looking to twist these out. We will check these with a T-handle. And no, everything I do is not right. It's probably wrong. But I did want to definitely show you that if you put a crankshaft in the freezer for a couple days, it will shrink it a couple thousand, maybe 2, 3, I don't know, because you only need about 2 anyway. And yeah, but when you do that gasket like that, okay, so now you can wipe that all clean. Look, and you get no, I mean, you will get a little bit, but it's like minute. You understand what I mean? Compared to like what you would have if you would put that silicone on them cases and do it that way. And once again, this is all just stuff that I do because that's the way Muffler does it, and that's just the way I do it. But I just wanted to share that little secret with you. I thought maybe you might like that.